You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ja, da sind wir wieder in Kapitel 1.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end
Das
of the world.
heißt dann wohl auch, wir haben keinen... wie heißt's? Wir haben keinen Paranoiden mehr bei uns mit dabei. Ne, komm, wir gehen jetzt einfach. Aha!
That's the spirit.
Ich liebe die Revolution, ja. Wir versuchen sie einfach mal straight zu töten.
You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Kennen wir schon. Passt. Proceed. Jetzt doof und gut, ja.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade.
Kennen wir. Also, wir nehmen das Ding.
You take the blade from the table.
Okay.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Peace.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light and her voice.
Who's there?
Ihre Stimme ist anders, weil wir jetzt einen Dolch dabei haben und sie weiß das.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Wow.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Wir sagen nichts.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
War sie vorher auch coldly beautiful oder nur beautiful?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Ja. So. Direkt drauf.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Gute Frage.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Ja, das stimmt auch wieder.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Das wird bestimmt nicht gut ausgehen.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Moment, das ist aber direkt in der Mitte. Ja, egal.
Oh.
Oh.
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Warum redet sie noch ganz normal?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
This is it, ain't it?
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Natürlich, sie ist tot.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Ich dachte immer, das Herz wäre ein Stück weiter nach links. Aber hey.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Wenn wir können. Okay, wir haben die Option.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Und was sehen wir? Doom, huh?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Ich weiß ja nicht, warum wir happy sein sollten. Das ist Bull. Okay. Ja, ich habe gehofft, wir hätten ein besseres Ende verdient.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Ich vertraue dem Dude nicht wirklich.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Vor allem ohne Essen. Hast du den Erzähler nicht gehört? Wir sind alle happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Nö, ich bin mir relativ sicher, dass wir happy sind.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Wow, good ending, you did it, you saved everyone. Naja, aber das sieht schon witzig aus, ne? Okay, das war's. Wir sehen uns dann morgen im Darkest Dark. Nein, Spahn. Oh, nice. You can hide the UI hitting H. Ah. Explore, join the Discord, mailing list, subreddit, return to main menu. Okay, Moment, load game? Empty slots. New game, so.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that
Okay. Ja, wir reden erstmal ein bisschen mit ihm. Oh! Jemals in Erwägung gezogen, dass es vielleicht okay ist, wenn die Welt zu Ende geht?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Wir lassen sie jetzt einfach mal frei.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Schöne Grüße an die Hunde. Okay. In Erwägung gezogen, dass sie vielleicht das Weltenende hervorruft, weil sie eingesperrt worden
While
ist.
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Jo, mach's gut.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Ich glaube, wir machen erst was anderes. Wir machen das gleiche wie
You
eben.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You take the blade from the table.
Wir werden am Ende sagen, wir sind nicht happy.
Door to the basement Good. You're still listening to reason. You step. You lunge forward without. Yes, exactly. It's over.
Okay, dann gucken wir
With your
mal.
work done, you open the cabin door. Only.
Haben wir das genommen?
This
Ja,
isn't an ending.
Okay, dann nehmen wir schon mal das hier. Wie kommen wir
I
hier raus?
do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Sich selbst umbringen?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
Oh no.
It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Wird er uns das nicht umbringen?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Oh, wie gut, ne?
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Okay.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Er hat diesen Ort erschaffen?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Okay, ich bin gespannt, was wir jetzt da sehen. Ist sie weg?
Princess's body is
Okay.
dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Wir sind wirklich so ein komisches Goblin-Viech, ja?
The end. Nice knowing you.
Nice knowing you too. Kapitel 2.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Okay. Aber ich habe mich selbst umgebracht. Was mache ich hier?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Das ist jetzt Voice of the Cold, nicht mehr Voice of the Paranoid?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay. Gehen wir mal hin und lassen sie frei.
Before she will lie, she won't be a problem.
Krass, wie unterschiedlich die Prinzessin da gewesen ist, ne?
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Warum ist hier auf einmal ein Spiegel?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Lass uns in den Spiegel gucken.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Okay. Ich hab ein bisschen Schiss, was dann rauskommt.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
What?
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Alles okay.
Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
What? Wir gehen mal ohne Dolch. Ist sie wirklich?
The door to the basement
down?
groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ja, es ist schon geil, dass es so viele Parallelen gibt, aber es ist
The
doch
room
anders. Ne?
below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Okay, hi.
And finally, the
Hi!
rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow.
Oh.
How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Ja, hi.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Das ist klasse mit diesem X da, ne, wo wir den Dolch reingestoßen haben.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Grab her and kiss her!
Before she can suspect a thing, you lunge forward and grab her arm.
Und wir greifen durch, oder was?
You feel substance for the briefest of moments, but then you feel nothing at all.
Sowas aber auch.
As though all you've done is clutch at empty air.
Huh.
You're adorable when you're confused.
No, dankeschön.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Ups. Entschuldigung.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Sie ist ein bisschen schizo, oder? Okay, warte. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time too. Du bist tot. Zumindest überwiegend. Nochmal zugreifen, aber diesmal härter. Das wäre so lustig. Ja, komm.
You attempt once more to seize the princess, and once more you grip only cold, empty air as she disappears.
Really?
Ja.
Her voice chides from elsewhere in the room. You whirl around, finding her hovering between you and the basement stairs, looking you over with grim disappointment.
I was willing to let bygones be bygones, killer. I was willing to ignore everything you did to me so we could get out
interessant.
here together. All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Moin, Lingard, ich habe das schon gelesen.
Her eyes
Aber das war mir
turn
schon klar,
from
dass da
wells of
irgendwie sowas
sorrow
gibt.
to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
Süß bist du heute.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Naja, bis sie die Hand wieder rauszieht mit unserem Herzen dran, ja? Did you miss? Bestimmt nicht.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. Pity we don't have a weapon. Your last moments are spent a helpless witness as she rips her hand from your chest, holding your still beating heart in her clenched fist. But that's ours.
But that's ours. Das ist unser Herz.
See you soon, killer.
Zerdrückt sie es.
She crushes it, blood and ruined vascular tissue leaking from between her fingers, dribbling unceremoniously to the floor. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, Kapitel 3.
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Voice of the cheated.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Könnte.
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring?
I don't know.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Hatten wir ja auch,
The
ne?
ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit. So you killed yourself. Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Ist vielleicht eine Idee? Ja. Ja, das klingt gut. Hat bisher nichts funktioniert, wir lassen ihn mal frei.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Ach, jetzt ist das Auto wieder aus, ja?
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
Also jetzt gibt er zu, dass
Know
das
that
nicht
there
wieder
is always
der
a
Anfang
choice.
ist.
Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Ausgeschlagen, sie gibt ihr Tiernamen. Welche Tiernamen sollen wir ihr denn geben? Ja, Linga, ich habe auch Reste gegessen heute. Mein Bärlauch-Kürbiskernpesto mit Gatoni. Komm, wir gehen jetzt einfach
Continue
hin.
down the path towards the cabin.
Und gucken, was diesmal anders ist in der
It isn't long
Hütte.
before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It
Okay.
sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Versuchst du hier... Oh, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Umgekehrte Psychologie?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Okay,
Would you look
danke,
at that?
Erzähler.
We won.
We won.
Take it however you will.
Okay. Räubchen.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Wie gut.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
Come on!
What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No. Wir gehen zum Spiegel. Der wahrscheinlich wieder
Slowly
nicht da
make
ist.
your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation, we just need this to be over.
Ich mag den Cheated.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. What are the odds she's waiting for us right now, just out of sight, on the other side of that glass? You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing.
Super.
It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Oh, sie wirkte etwas böse. Wir wollten sie eigentlich freilassen, ne? Wie hast du auch das Gefühl, nicht losbeobachtet zu werden? Ja, einerseits von dort. Andererseits von ihr. Oh nein, ich hab das kleine Einhorn umgerammt. Und irgendwie auch von woanders. Und ja, ich habe mir hier eine rosa Kuscheldecke hier mitgenommen, weil... Uiuiuiui. Moin, Thomas!
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Ungut, wir wollten sie eigentlich rauslassen.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Ich will gar nicht wissen, wo sie mir hinbeißen will.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
Ja, das stimmt allerdings.
I thought maybe you'd seen what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Mit gebrochenen Füßen?
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Heißt das Game wirklich Slay the Princess? Ja, so wie Slay the Spire. Ganz genau.
I say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Okay, wir sind jetzt sehr even. Ich habe dich getötet, du hast mich getötet. Kann ich nicht einfach die Tür für dich aufmachen? Okay, that's fine. I actually came here to free you.
Great! See you in a jiffy.
See you in a jiffy!
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
It's okay.
You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Aber unser Bein ist wieder in Ordnung, ne? Ist das ein Point-and-Click-Game oder wie findest du das? Ne, ist so wie ein Visual Novel, mehr oder weniger.
So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you?
Ja.
Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along
Nochmal
the
für dich,
corridor,
Thomas, Knackgeräusch.
every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world. But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer.
Oh.
If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag the bodies with a case of meat and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
Na, ihr merkt das Geräusch nicht so sehr. Passt mal auf, wenn ich jetzt auf die Leertaste drücke, dann kommt das bestimmt gleich wieder.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You have described me into submission. The door is right there.
Ah, einfach mal hier die Realität geändert.
It really is, isn't it?
I walk to it. I place your bloody hand on the door.
Also sie ist jetzt auch der Narrator? Ist der Narrator in uns drin? Sind wir der Narrator? Sind wir der Erzähler?
I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
Ja!
It's gone.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
Selbsthilfegruppe gegen das Knacken, ja.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
Okay. Schlüpft sie wieder raus, oder was? Okay.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
Naja!
What is happening to me?
Okay, sie ist von diesen Dingern genommen worden und es ist wieder der fucking
She's
Spiegel da?
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Die sieht echt toll aus. Kann man die Dame daten? Ja, bestimmt.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, Was ist mit dem Erzähler?
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. Good riddance.
Okay. Sollen wir den Spiegel erkunden?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Okay, gucken wir mal.
You're right.
Erstmal hier oben.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. We just can't win.
Kein Kommentar, scheu.
Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time.
Okay, gehen wir
I
mal
beg
zum
you,
Spiegel.
Don't do this.
Wir haben ihn noch nie verängstigt.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Oh, diesmal ist es ist spiegelig. It's you. It's you. It's you. Ja. Gut. Okay, wir sind alleine, es ist still. Wieder zur Hütte zurück? Hey! Hi, alles klar bei dir?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Bist du diejenige, die mich geschickt hat, die Prinzessin zu töten?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Was bist du?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Was denkst du, was ich bin?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Was? Attack the... Destroy your body? Was passiert jetzt? Nein, warte. Erstmal, das ist das Ende der Welt.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Stimmt auch wieder.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Was, etwas Quiek hier stand da? Das X markiert die Stelle zum Graben. Naja, wir haben da schon gegraben.
As loneliness turned to seething, she could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
Ich mag die Musik.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Kennst du den Erzähler?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Oh, wir sind ganz alleine, ja? Da können wir ganz, ganz schlimme Sachen machen. Kennen wir uns?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. I know only that they are.
Mhm.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Manchmal schon, ja. Okay, was passiert jetzt?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Müssen wir also verschiedene Versionen der Prinzessin sozusagen rauslassen? Einmal diese krasse Version, vielleicht einmal die Geist-Version und einmal die normale Fleischversion, damit sie vollständig ist? Kann das sein?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Okay, zerstörst du die Welt, wenn wir dich komplettieren, ja?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Okay. Lassen wir das. Okay, mach was du willst.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
You won't! Oh, super.